Grenchen's entire catalogue takes heavy inspiration from its historical models, but its latest release is perhaps the most faithful rendition yet. The watch in question is the Nivada Grenchen Antarctic GMT, a watch that originally debuted in the 60s, complete with a dual-crown EPSA case and signature funky GMT hand. Its modern variant improves on the movement and ditches the super compressor case, but doesn't compromise whatsoever on the aesthetics. In fact, the proportions are even better than that of the original. And in case you don't want to go scouring for an example with chocolatey tropical patina, Nivada Grenchen has got you covered too. Let's start with what's basically unchanged from the original, and that would be the dial. The blocky loom-fill indices and hands retain their shape, including the checkered GMT hand that is peak 70s funk. The bicolor internal bezel and dial printing closely follow the original typeface, though I wouldn't be mad at a couple of open sixes. Overall, it's uncluttered and well balanced, including the framed and beveled date window at 6 o'clock. And as nice and simple as the black dial is, I'm personally a huge fan of the Antarctic GMT Tropical. It doesn't just have a brown dial and rosy handset, as these elements have actually been conveniently pre-aged out of the factory to reflect the patina so many collectors flock to. Now, I'm usually quite outspoken against patina, but here the look is cohesive and intentional, and you don't have to worry about cracked loom falling out of the hands. The new Antarctic GMT sits at 36mm in diameter and only 11.1mm thick. This means it's actually poised to wear better than its predecessor, as it's both smaller and slimmer. The box dome plexiglass is the cherry on top, as a result of ditching the EPSA super compressor case and adopting a more standard two-piece construction. The Antarctic GMT sports a 50-meter water resistance. This is acceptable, though not great for a watch with sporty intentions. The original Antarctic GMT featured an anycam movement, with a non-adjustable 24-hour hand that tailed the main hour hand like a glorified day-night indicator. This was common practice at the time, and it would take another 20 years for the hands to become independently adjustable. Thankfully, we no longer have to worry about radioactive Bakelite bezels or non-adjustable GMT hands, and the same goes for the new Antarctic GMT. It sports a Soprod C125 that offers a 42-hour power reserve and automatic winding, with dimensions equivalent to ETA's 2893. Its GMT module is based on a revised date function, just like with most other caller GMTs, meaning you can quickly jump the checkered hand forwards in 1-hour increments. I'm curious though, do you prefer caller or traveler GMTs? Let me know which one and why in the comments. If you're familiar with the way Nivada Grenchen operates, you won't be surprised to find the Antarctic GMT is offered in a wide array of steel bracelets and leather straps. In fact, there are no less than 21 different variants across the 2 dial colors, the highlights for me being the 3 Forstner options, clip, beads of rice, and rivet bracelets. With a 20mm lug width though, these would look fantastic on pretty much any strap, so if Nivada's options are somehow not enough for you, you shouldn't have trouble fitting one of your own. Coming to the end of this review, it should be quite obvious that I like this watch a lot. The execution of the dials is just great, and the 14-ated tropical model doesn't look cliché. While I would have liked to see the water resistance up to 100 meters, the fact that this watch is actually better proportioned than its vintage inspiration more than justifies it in my mind. Coming in at $1,600 the Antarctic GMT sits on the higher end of Soprod powered GMTs. The best-in-class case design and a unique 70s look mean the Antarctic GMT quite easily holds its own. The Nivada Grenchen Antarctic GMT is now available, priced at $1,600. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.